Hey guys, my name is Emma and today I'm coming at you with a surprise unboxing, which is going to be really exciting. Excuse the slightly dishevelled appearance. I wasn't expecting to film today at all, but this finally turned up in the mail, so I thought I would get on camera and show you. I've not opened it yet. So what I have in my hands here is a box from the company, a box of surprises. So these are a book company. It's kind of a mini campaign that has been running from the 8th of September, which was World Literacy Day. The way it works is you buy a box and you pick whether you want an adult or a child box, and then what they do is they pick 5 books from kind of a randomly computer generated, 3 fiction, 2 non-fiction if you go for the adult box, and then it gets sent to you. It costs about £10, not including postage, but then what happens is half of the proceeds do go to a book-based charity, which I think is the World Literacy Foundation. I'll link down below everything that I found out about this. This is not a sponsored video in any way. This was just me. I think this kind of popped up on Instagram as one of the like recommended ad algorithm type things, and it looked really fun. I have no idea what's in here. I've not opened it yet. It's still sealed up. As you can see, they could all be complete rubbish because you don't get a chance to tell them what genre you like or anything like that. But I thought that it would be good fun, and you know, some money goes to charity, and it's charity for books, and we all love books, and it's the time of year, and we like surprises. So this is almost like a mini book advent in one, which is exciting. So I'm going to open it up here for you and we're going to see what 5 books I got. Ooh. The first one I found is Sue 14, The Birthday Girl. So this says, "Dear Karis, Zoe and Andrea, come and join me for my 40th birthday adventure weekend full of mystery and surprises, like of which you can't imagine. When Joanne's friends reluctantly accept an invitation to her birthday party, it quickly becomes clear that there is more to this weekend than they're expecting. One of them is hiding a secret, and Joan is planning to reveal it. A weekend away in a cottage in the woods sounds like fun, until no one can hear your cries for help." I'm not gonna lie, this isn't really my cup of tea. I generally don't tend to read a crazy number of thrillers, and I tend to avoid gimmicky ones like this. But it could be fun, and if not, I could just end up gifting all of these. I can just give them away to charity. Okay, interesting. I have Blair Inc., The Money, the Power, the Scandals. So, right. This is specifically about Tony Blair after he has finished being the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. So he left office in 2007 and basically became the Middle East peace envoy, irony there, and became horrendously rich. So this is how that happened. I might end up giving it, seeing if Andy wants to read this. I generally don't tend to like reading books about politicians overly. It's not really my cup of tea for non-fiction, but Andy generally quite likes this kind of thing, so he might be interested in this. If not, that could be another charity shop. So far we're not doing brilliant. This might be a terrible advert for Books of Surprise, but these are all a surprise. We have Lawyer for the Cat by Lee Robinson. This is a follow-on from Lawyer for the Dog. So, following her successful representation of Sherman the Schnauzer, Sally Baynard is happy to go back to working with humans. This is until a probate judge asks her to look into the case of a cat who is a beneficiary for a multi-million-dollar trust, and therefore hilarity ensues. A lot of these are looking like the kind of things that you find in a chart in Tesco and Sainsbury's, and if you like to read those kind of books, that's totally cool, but they aren't really my thing normally. This is quite short and so could be quite fun. Apparently it's a funny, moving, lively story, a poignant, generous and ultimately unforgettable tale. Who knows? Then we have The Memories of Us by Vanessa Carnival. Can one moment change your life? When Gracie Ashcroft wakes up after a car crash with severe amnesia, she must choose whether to live a life through other people's memories or start a new one all of her own. Discovering her late mother left her an old flower farm, Gracie leaves her fiancé, best friend and forgotten memories behind, hoping to learn who she is now. Torn between wishing she could remember and afraid of losing what she has now, Gracie starts to wonder, if you had your time over, would you live the same life? Getting slightly, is it The Vow? Is that the movie which has got Rachel McAdams and Channing Tatum where she loses her memory? Getting a little bit of that vibe through. Again, this is not dispelling my theory that these are all books that you might find in a Tesco chart. Again, I generally don't tend to read books with this kind of a cover, but I am always saying on my channel that I'd like to read broader, more widely, a bigger range of styles of books. So one could argue that also includes crazy stories about cat lawyers and amnesia patients. So, final book. This is a non-fiction. This is called Sediment by CJ and PK. Helpful. Sediment takes a wry look at the social, financial, personal and marital issues surrounding middle-aged and middle-class wine drinking. Okay, we have one that I would actually be interested in reading. We've finally hit it. I love wine. I drink a fair amount of wine. Whilst I'm not yet middle-aged, I would definitely consider myself one of the middle-class wine drinkers out there. And I'm trying to get middle-aged, you know, I'm working on it, you know, every day we're getting closer. This sounds really cool. This genuinely looks quite interesting. I was part of the Wine Tasting Society at university for my first year of undergrad because, you know, how poncy can you get? It was excellent fun. Andy and I have been to, there's the Cambridge Wine Merchants, which are like a little independent store, funnily enough in the Cambridge area, that are absolutely amazing and host loads of events. So we have been down there quite a few times, mainly for spirit tasting actually. We've done a rum and a whiskey one, but we took his parents recently for a tapas and Spanish wine tasting session. Both my parents love wine. We've always been big wine drinkers. It's something that I would consider to be just like part of my life. So reading stuff about that would be genuinely very interesting. Like, I know probably more than your average layman off the street about wine, but I wouldn't say that I know a crazy amount. I'm trying to find, and this one would normally be £13. So for a tenner, I've got one that I'm genuinely keen on, one that might end up being a present for Andy, and 3 that I'm not crazy impressed with, but could be fun. The thing with any of these things as well is sometimes you look at a book and you go, is that really gonna be, and you kind of pick it up at a bit of a whim. I do this all the time in the works because their books are so cheap, where you kind of go, don't know, but it's only £1, so fuck it, we'll give it a go. And sometimes they end up being some of the best reads. So there you have it. There's my unboxing for a box of surprise. I've linked everything down below. They do still have some boxes left. I think this is one of these ones that isn't running forever, but will basically, when they run out of boxes, they're going to stop doing it. So this could be a fun way of gifting something to a reader in your life who you don't know what to buy for. It could be a fun thing that you go in with a mate and then you split the books between you. If you read more mainstream stuff than to what I tend to, and you tend to pick up your books in places like Sainsbury's and Tesco and you like those kind of chart books, then I'd say definitely go for it. And if you do have a kid, this could be a great one as well, because the kids box has like some colouring books and some younger read things, and it looks like it's good fun. It was really fun seeing what turned up. I was looking forward to this package, and actually, you know, if that wine book ends up being any good, the excitement factor of it turning up in the post and me not knowing what it was, plus a good book out of it, I think that's worth a tenner when half of it goes to charity. So that's pretty much it from me. Have a wonderful reading week, and I will chat to you soon. Bye guys!